Plejarens, provide ET sentient species data, Srut Ptaah endorsed and listed. By Drekx Omega, August 23, 2015. Dear friends, it has been accurately stated, by our associates within the Plejaren Federation, that for the purposes of clarity, they have quantified and qualified 18 specific ET species, of sentient types, which make up the cosmic races of the known universe. They may exist across the cosmic etheric planes, but here upon the physical ethers, they are also able to manifest, within their ships, when they visit this realm of outer Earth. Independent surveys have been conducted by various star nations, to confirm this data, but this one list provided, is supplemented by the following facts in support, that across this galaxy, termed the Milky Way, by Earth peoples, there are 2,630,000, highly developed spiritual societies, of spacefaring technologies, including the Plejarens, Sirius, Lyra, Vega and many others. However, there are a further 1,040,000 civilizations in this galaxy, that remain officially outside of the wider Federation, and though some of them are spacefarers, they are not as technologically and spiritually advanced. Outer Earth could also be included among those, with inner Earth numbered among the former. So officially, within Cosmos, neither NASA, ESA, or the Sino-Russian space missions, are rated very highly. Even those notorious and secret space missions, using back-engineered technology. It has all been a drop in the galactic ocean, as it were. Beyond this galaxy are numerous allies of the greater cosmic union of light, numbering 1,141,000,000, advanced civilizations, and like the Galactic Federation, they seek to be part of a greater lighted union, in service to the evolution of spirit, through creation, linked with this Milky Way and several others, and some at universal levels and between universes. Sentient species types. Weblink, www.futureofmankind.co.uk, Billy Meyer. Humanoids, like the Plejaren themselves and the Earth humans. Amphiboids, people who resemble animals that live in the water, they live on land and in water, like Azina and her people. Reptiloids, human reptilian forms with the skin covered with scales. Insectoids, human insectoid forms, their skin having a chitin quality. Sauroids, human sauropod form, their skin resembling that of an elephant. Primatoid, human primate form with more hair on his skin than the Earth human. Condicoids, humanoids who are capable to move along through levitation, like the ones who were seen sitting on the roof of the SSSC. Pteropoids, human bird-like body with a long neck, face and beak-like mouth. Hydroids, human fish-like body, who are living in the water, but can leave it for longer periods. Thermoids, humanoids who are living in hot zones of very high temperature. Frigoroids, humanoids who are living in regions with very low temperatures. Erioids, humanoids who are breathing poisonous gas or living in different gas environments, respectively. Achoroids, humanoids of humanoid body, whose skin is covered by a fine acid layer, as it is the case with the Drillans. Fluoroids, human-like and diverse plant bodies. Kentauroids, live forms with part human, part horse-like bodies. Faunoids, bodies part human, part animals with hooves. Cheruboids, very light human life forms, with wings with which they are capable to fly. Seraphoids, very light life forms with a human animal body, with feathered wings by which they are able to fly. This comprehensive list was provided by Srut Ptaah, who stands at the first degree, of that spiritual level of Srut, so a higher grade than in Jisitwichus. And this means that his data is of premium quality, as far as ET sources go. I will also gladly clarify that the classifications use the frail English language, which cannot compare to Plejarens, based on Plejaren dialect, in its far-ranging finer meanings. However, it is the nearest we have to use as a global language, and so we must work with it. I know that many in this community use the term reptoids, as opposed to his preferred choice of term, reptilioids, but he has selected that variant deliberately, and it was not an oversight on Ptaah's part. Moreover, just to straighten another common misunderstanding, among enthusiasts of ET data, the Arcturians of the Boots constellation, those well-known healers, are of the species type listed as Centaroids. They are in possession of horse-like features, and stand upright on two legs. There have been many descriptions of the Arcturians, by false contactees, who make the claim that they are a type of gray being, with hairless bodies and bald heads. Not so. I will also say that the species term of sauroids, Ptaah has used, describes the infamous dinosaurians, sometimes discussed by contactees such as Sheldon Neidl. I left his wording exactly, but will state here that the top-listed humanoids includes the Plejarens, Surians, Lyrans, Vegans, Andromedans, Temerians, Epsilon Eridanians and numerous others, too many to list, all coming under the humanoid category. All ancient humans were related to Lyra, and Earth is very much a melting pot of these various types, who came in waves to our shores. For example, the Nijsans, of Kudra, within the Lyra constellation, were the original Chinese colonists who arrived in Atlantis, one full precessional cycle ago. All modern Chinese and Japanese are descendants of space colonists, from the Nijsan star system of Lyra. Putting artificial genetic tampering of ancient Earth people aside, for one moment, all the species listed here are products of the natural spiritual evolution process, manifest within the greater creation. There are cross-species variants, artificially induced using advanced ET technologies, as in the possession of the life sciences clans of the star nations. Such manipulation may sometimes be at odds with spiritual laws, and create an artificial species possessing chronic disabilities, physically and spiritually, and these can also render such a race as sterile. I think that the race from Zeta Reticuli I have in mind here, explains why they have been coming to Earth, to extract human genetic potential. Under divine law, and a special grace, such a race is and has been aided, and now has regained many healthy qualities that it formerly lacked. And we may now honor them again, under the natural category of humanoids. The term, pteropoids, can be aptly used to categorize the so-called blue avians some people report in witness accounts. I will state though, that although some have made the false claim that the ancient Egyptian god Thoth was one such a being, in fact he was humanoid, and only used the costume and insignia symbolisms of the ibis bird, as depicted upon various papyri, in which he performed ritual and acted in his special role of scribe of the gods, overseeing the lives and good order of nature, within the two ancient kingdoms of Upper and Lower Egypt, Kemet. One further observation for reference I will add, is that the category listed as primatoid, is intended to list the beings of Tau Ceti, who are well-known bear-like members of the Federation and use distinctive rhombic-shaped scaled craft. Although the English name he selected suggests that the category is purely applicable to primate type of beings, we can also include the variations upon the type, and all those with much bodily hair, akin to apes and bears on Earth. Hopefully, this was of interest to readers, and may be used as preferred reference material for any serious student of cosmic sentient species. Salamat Kazajer Romzal, Syrian for be blessed in the love and joy of spirit. Colonel, Drekx Omega, Commander, Galactic Federation of Light Ground Crew, Eastern England Sector. Please let's us all thank Drekx Omega for this report. Read more at astracommandcrew.net.